So choosing a graduate school can be very difficult. And one of the first things that I looked at was the ranking and the recognition of the program. And of course, Purdue and their industrial engineering program excel at both of those. But what separated it for me was my on-campus visit. I felt there was a family atmosphere. Everyone was very approachable, they were friendly, but not just that, it seemed as though they were interested in seeing me grow as an individual, as a researcher, and just as a person in general. And I think those were the things that separated Purdue and their IE program from the others. So as a new faculty member, some of my key responsibilities are teaching, research, and service. And Purdue IE did a great job in preparing me for all three of those. In terms of teaching, they allowed me to be a teaching assistant at first, which helped me learn about the intricacies of coursework and grading, and then I was able to transition into an instructor role, which was great experience for being an instructor in a faculty environment, because I was able to develop a syllabus, I was able to develop course pack materials, presentation slides and exams and everything. From a research perspective, I got to work a lot with my advisors, my co-advisors, and different faculty members on research publications, but I also received the opportunity and the funding to go to conferences and present my research and network with other researchers in the field. From a service perspective, Purdue IE also helped me a lot. We have an industrial engineering grad student organization, and that allowed me to help get involved and develop new initiatives like the Grad Student Research Symposium and the Outstanding Industrial Engineering Panel discussion. And these were really great opportunities for me to meet with our department head and different faculty and talk about how we can help improve the visibility of the department. A few things stand out to me about the School of Industrial Engineering at Purdue. The first thing is how approachable everyone in this environment is, from the head to the professors to the administration. They're always willing to listen to students and any questions or concerns that they have, and I think that's really important to foster an environment of learning. Next, I think the coursework has a very strong two-prong approach. There's a very rigorous technical side to the courses here at IE, but there's also a very strong application side to the courses. For example, our capstone course allows our students to directly work with real companies in Indiana and surrounding areas. Not a lot of schools or departments will let their students have that type of experience, but at Purdue IE, as a student, you will do that, and you will directly work with an external client on delivering them a solution. And I think that's a very valuable experience to the students. And last, I think back to 2010 when I first came to Grissom Hall, and it looked a lot different. And I think the fact that this school was willing to reinvent the building from the top down speaks a lot to how important the student experience is here at Purdue. I look around the halls as a teaching assistant, as an instructor when I was here, and I see how many more students are here, how they're engaged. The Student Learning Center is always packed with students talking, discussing projects, discussing assignments, and I think that's really going to pay off for these students as they develop and go on to have careers outside of Purdue. In terms of advice, I would say it's really important to find an advisor that understands you and understands what you're trying to do with your career. I think it's okay to take some time and find the right fit with that advisor. That could mean meeting with several faculty until you find someone that you really mesh or that you really click with. I think once you have that, I think it's important to trust your advisor and that they know, in terms of your academic career path and your research career path. I would trust their judgment in terms of directing you in whichever way seems best for you. I think it's also really important for students to get out of your academic cubicles and get out there and get involved with student organizations. I think that life experience will give you a lot of value in terms of your future career path and whatever you do.